Yeah, let's get ripping. Oops. Yeah, let's get going. Okay, let's go. First try, Letty. Easy. Below 11. Cool, first try, Letty. Let's get a first try Cheerno, shall we? Yeah, the Impossible Spell Card stream, that's definitely going to happen, 1000% for sure, definitely. Because of how much I'm a big fan of Impossible Spell Card. What's up, Toaster? hate to break it to you, 11, but I think on Monday I'm probably going to be playing more PCB. I'm doing fine. We're here playing more cherries. We'll see how well I'm doing after I get some attempts going. Get the LNN on Monday. You'll play Impossible Spell Card? No, because if I get the LNN on Monday, I'm probably gonna play Subterranean. Okay. I mean, let's look at this realistically, okay? If I get the LNN in the first hour of a day, I'm probably gonna, like, take a 5-minute, like, breather, relish in it, and then, immediately go to Subterranean. If I get in the last hour, then I'll probably just stop playing main Touhou for the day, and then the very next day I'll come back and play Subterranean. However, all that requires me to get the LNN, which is, still might be some time. As is, there are a handful of problems. Handful of consistencies I have yet to solve. Not like it's impossible, but... my promise? What promise did I not make that you're holding to my promise? Ow, no. Oh, what a shame. I was a little off position on that one, so that was on me. I got back to the center faster than usual, which can be a good thing, but I trapped myself switch to the right afterwards then. How long have you been trying to get this LNN? End of September? It might have been into October. I don't know when I started. Well, to be fair, that's when I started the extra stage grind. Sure, the extra stage grind was only like a few days or some shit. And then it was the LNB. But if you include the time I spent just like at first trying to get the LNB and this, it's like either end of September or early October, I'm assuming it was. Approximately. I missed the big P. It's over. But gotta put in the time. I'm still not even up to 200 hours yet, so... Until I get to that point, I can't really complain. These tables sure are turning. I don't know how long I've been, especially specifically on the LNN grind for. I could look back on YouTube to find out, but I don't actually know when that would be. I choose Rainbow because I've always played Rainbow homing. Homing is one of the biggest things that got me to play Touhou, is I like the idea of homing. And I've stuck with it through every game. Swing to the right, swing to the left. Yeah, the opposite in ways of DPS for sure. But it's not necessarily my style to just want to pick whatever the optimal shot is for a game. Even if Rainbow homing can be that. But what games does Rainbow homing the optimal shot? It's only games where Rainbow's the optimal shot, right? Like the modern ones where there is no separation between homing and Persuasion Needle. So even this game you got, I think Sakuya B is definitely easier. But Rainbow's what I'm used to. And I've gone a very long time without giving it up. So I'm sure ain't giving it up anytime soon. Come on, let's have another good Chen. Chenny Chen Chen. Okay, come on. Don't rush that one. Nice. Back-to-back Kibutokos? Now not to die to this garbage again. I don't know. First of all, Touhou 20 has to come out. Before I even get to make that decision. And it'll probably depend on, like, the moment, right? Like, if it came out right now, I wouldn't play it. Not immediately. I'd keep playing this. This might be a late kill. Yeah, just then. Ugh. I don't know. Touhou 20 would have it really. Oh! Twice to the mid bosses? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Just vomit. Oh, like I didn't even die to the hard part dodge. But it depends on the context. Like, if I'm still in the middle of this grind, I'm not stopping it. If I'm, like, just at the beginning of a grind, maybe I'd stop it. To distract you, don't have to try to distract me. I distract myself. I don't want the endless cycle of repeating stage 3. Hey, PCB's got great music. No, I've already talked to 11. 11, Touhou 20 is going to be Letty and Waggy say you're the final boss. Chirno's going to be the extra boss. I've already talked about this before. Clearly. Game with Waggy's final boss? Maybe. Wouldn't be surprised. I've died twice to stage 1. Oh no, it is a bad. It's looking like it might be a long day. All forgotten characters would be wonderful. I mean, 19 sort of did that a little bit, right? Yeah, 17.5 also, to be honest, deserves an honorable mention. Although, of course, that's a mainline game. It begins with the Mima. Zune will never bring back Mima. But like with Touhou 19, right? Like I mean, you got was it Nazarin? You got On, you got Saren, you got Orin. Like 19 has a bunch of just kind of like random characters. So that's cool to see. But listen, the reality I look at with Mima is, let's look at the other PC98 characters. In Alice and Yuka. Those two characters are gone. Like, Alice is at least around, at least a bit in the books, I know. But, like, consider that he actually brought back Yuka, but hasn't, like, touched Yuka at all since, is kind of, I feel like it's a telling sign. He gave out Alice again. Yeah. I'd like to see Alice. I'd like to see a lot of characters, not just Mima. But now this is my own personal take, you know, people can have their own takes. But I feel like the odds of him bringing back any other PC98 character at this point is low. For 20 will be a remaster of 1. No, 21 will be a remaster of 1. Surely. Yeah, I mean, she was in 13.5 in the background at one point. And that was, I think, the last we've ever seen of her. But to be fair, everyone was in 13.5. Even the book exclusive, like Renosuke was in that. Wasn't Aku in that as well? I just know Zune's commented before about how, like, you know, people have asked him if he's interested in bringing back PC98 characters, and he said he's not opposed to it. Now, I don't know when that question was asked of him, though. And I know he's also said that he's kind of willing to let PC98 characters overlook everything. Or have, like, view over things as a thing of the past. Not the best terminology to quote, but you know. Sue me, I'm playing Touhou. But you never know, I've been wrong about things before. If I got to see anybody, if he got to bring anybody back, I'd love to see Chiuri and Yumemi back. Probably second on my list would be Sariel, but bring back Yumemi and Chiuri. But Zun also seems to like designing new characters a lot, so we'll probably keep chunking away with that. Here's more. Three for 3 in Keem Toko, at least. Ugh. Use a 4th Oni. I mean, people have loved to speculate over the years that Kanagara is either the 4th Oni or the next of the Sages. And 3rd, don't we have the 4 though? We have Kasen, Yugi, and Suika. We need more backstory for the unnamed Moon Guard. For some of the unnamed Moon Guards. Disgusting. Didn't try to screw me over that hard. Oh, mate, Alice, come on. Don't slow down, put the foot on the gas. And shove this Danmaku right down her throat. What I want to know is when we're gonna get to meet the Great Tengu. really did not know how far to the left that one blue wave was. I got kind of lucky there on the follow-up. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not saying this as I know this for fact, but I feel like I've heard before that the health for that attack was accidentally set to 0. So the moment that she becomes like actually vulnerable to damage, the attack just ends. However, I only say that as I think I have heard that before, but nothing concrete. What? Oh, it is a very bad day today. Holy moly. Just 8. Why is my, my blood sugar feel like it's low? Get in the zone, that's the idea. I mean, yesterday I was like, oh, this is going to be a long day, and I felt bad. But then at the end of the day, later, boom, I got a 3 miss. So, let's bounce back. But I'm just not seeing it right now. If I was dying at stage 4 again, I wouldn't be too upset. It's just these stage 3s that are... And to be fair, death to Horidolls is not anything that's super devastating. Like, it's annoying, I'd like not to, but, you know, Horidolls is Horidolls. It's not free by any means. It's probably the hardest thing before Lily White. And there's a world I could say Keeman Toko's harder, but Keeman Toko's a little more inconsistent than Horaidol's. It's more consistently alt-tame. The Shimer, like, whew, that's a good one. You should see it on Tuesday, when I made the clever joke when I was playing Touhou 3, and I was fighting Rikako, and I said Rikak. Oh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness, that is pixels, I swear. I just need some tension, I need some pressure right now. I need something to get the blood moving. Okay, Jenner. Oh, and there goes. The one thing I was like, I need a minute break. Hold up, I gotta pee. Okay, dressed and refreshed. Let's go. Dodge bullets in your dreams? No. Can't say I recall much Touhou crossover with my dreams, but... I also don't have the most vivid dreams that often. Usually. In fact, if I ever dream with bullets, which does happen, it's usually like people trying to shoot me. I don't know why that's a pseudo-frequent occurrence. One of my most memorable dreams is one where all of my friends, with the exception of one, were like trying to like hunt me down and kill me, except for one who was like trying to help me. And it makes no sense. But I'm never out there dodging, especially Danmaku in my dreams. But the bare minimum, the shooter isn't a Reimu, that's for sure. Well, maybe it's not really, because if it was Reimu, like if Reimu was trying to kill me, here's one thing that most Touhou characters don't get. And it's really stupid, a lot of them. If you want to get your instant to go through, just pay Reimu a shit ton of money. Like, if Reimu was trying to hunt me down and kill me, all I'd have to do is just be like, hey, here's $100. She goes from trying to kill me, if I give her like 1,000 even, boom, she goes from trying to kill me, she's my best friend at that point. All I need to do is go provide some sake and boom. Next thing you know, I go from having Hitman to a best friend who will never betray me. Plain and simple. See what a little money can do? Now, the challenge is getting the $100 bill out of your wallet before there's a fantasy seal through your chest. But that's its own predicament. A very free spell one, gotta love it. I find it wild that I have more completions of spell 1 than I do this spell. When I think spell 1 is like a spell that's a little tricky, and that spell is borderline free. Whoa there, whoa there, what are you doing? You don't have to move that drastically. Good grief. I've seen patterns on my Bane. I always call them the demarcation style attacks. I've struggled with them for a very long time. I still do to some degree, but... Yeah, Alice. I am once again asking. You are my most practiced boss in this game for a reason. Let's hope it actually can, like, show through. Well, yeah, that's generally the rule for the stage portion. The stage is pretty chill, broadly speaking. When she does a bad movement like that, it's a little annoying. But at least I was aware of it and was able to get enough damage through. When Raku's a little weird, but it usually isn't too shady. Alice, regardless, though, does have some tricks, so can't sleep on the actual boss herself. nice. I was able to get her in the corner. It's a little low, but... when she's in the corner, it makes her life just that much easier. Excuse me? Why'd you go that way? I mean, I know why you went that way. I just didn't want you to. Okay, don't give me that awkward first spread, please. Much better. He's dead. Now the hard L spell. Nice. Nice! This is just what I want everyone to do. Just get past stage 3. You can die. I can die in stage 4. Like, that's fine. I mean, I'd like to not, of course, but... the comment that I've made all week is just consistently being able to get to Lily White. We've died 1,000 times. Well, here's the thing. I have died 1,000 times. Which is the reason I'm able to cap it like that. Not everyone's willing to rip through that type of grind, though. See, the good news about getting past Alice is you basically have a free gateway to Lily White. Like, once you get to Lily White, it's a lot more focus and depth, but... this part's just kind of long, and, just enjoy the music, I guess. I pray Lily White doesn't cuck you. But she would never. He's just an innocent little fairy who's gonna sit here and be like, it's spring! very nice and clear path. It's exactly the type of lily you want to have. You want to see. One and two. Stop shooting. No, she's a fairy. She can't die. She'll come back and then have to spring somewhere else. Either that or go be the bane of someone's existence in POFB, like she does sometimes. I've died to this 2 times in a row. Are you kidding me? That? Oh well. I guess just practice that because I've been dying to it now. I think I'm moving too much. I think that's the problem I've been doing recently. Yeah, I'm definitely just moving too much. The more I move, the more things can go wrong. Okay, let's rip it back. That was a good one though. We did what we did the requirement I wanted. Let's get past Alice again. Some people do. I mean, don't get me wrong. The grind is frustrating at times, but I've been doing it for... I've been playing this specific game for a while. And to be fair, I also just had a break. I played Pod on Touhou 3 on Tuesday all day. But I have yet to burn myself out of it. I think a large part of that comes down to the... It's funny because I burned myself out of the 1cc grind several years back, which is why I didn't pick it up until earlier this year, when I got all the rest of the lunatic 1cc's. But I think a lot of it just comes down to knowing what the grind is you're trying to do and understanding the I guess the ramifications for it. I also do myself a favor. This is one thing that I've commented multiple times before, and I'll comment multiple times again. Is I play Touhou, like I play Touhou 7, and then I go play something else. Like after, like I'll probably play this for about 2 hours today. Then I'm gonna go play some Lost Branch, and then tomorrow is I'll play Touhou 7, and I'll play Devil of Defiance. And then Monday, I'll play Touhou 7, and I'll play some Misty's Izakaya. That's a really nice thing for just... I play my thing, but I also have my break. So, I mean, the grind is frustrating at times, but I've yet to, yeah, everything I play is Touhou related. It's usually Touhou fan games. I played all the fighting games at this point on stream, but I play Touhou. I do Touhou, and it's more Touhou. Kind of the gist of what I do. So if you can't tell, I do like Touhou. Awakening World, you talk about that's a fan shmup, right? That's not just one of the fan games, it's one of the fan-made shmups, right? I feel like I recognize that name. I'll get the same comment I usually do. It's not like I dislike the fan-made like shmup games or bullet hell games specifically. It's just the problem is until I get my objective with all the regular games, like the idea of Touhou 3 is the only like Touhou game that or like bullet hell game that I really like super casually. And so the problem is, I don't just want to, like, beating the mainline games, getting my LNNs is my objective. And so until I'm just not really as interested in other shmups. Oh my gosh, ugh. That was really bad entrapment she did on me. That's true, but first of all, isn't everybody. Second of all, you do have to be an odd one if you want to play a lunatic. Let alone go for LNN. Or I guess it should be the other way. You know, you're an odd one if you want to get an LNN, let alone play on Lunatic. But I got into Touhou like 5-6 years ago. And when I saw Touhou, I was like, I want to be as good as I possibly can at Touhou. And I've spent my time slowly trying to do that. I took my time, I got my normal 1cc in Scarlet Devil. And I got my hard 1cc, and then I got my Lunatic. And then I, took a long time to go through all the mainline games. I got my Lunatic 1cc's in all of them. Cleared the spin-offs. Then I did the extra stage in this game. I went for... I mean, I've cleared all the extra stages, but I specifically went for the perfect extra stage in this game. Got that one. Then I went for the LNB. Got that one. Now I'm on to the LNN grind. Trust me though, I'm not as insane as some of the LoL-K players who like to talk about, yeah, I played LoL-K for like 25 hours straight once. Yeah, unhinged at times might be a good description. Like, I try to do a balance, which is not easy to figure out what it is, but... You know, there's a balance of trying to maintain your sanity and not play 20 hours straight, because that's probably not good. Probably not even going to make you better to play for that long. Like, at some point, you're just not gaining anything to play for so long straight, but... So there's a level of insanity where you don't want to go too far. But at the same time, you also do need to put the effort in. That's one reason I like to stream. It's a good motivator for, like, actually getting me to practice and get good. I also like engaging with people. Which I actually didn't think I'd like to do, but after streaming, I have realized how much I do enjoy it. Tippy toe around the insanity? Yeah. High quality gameplay streams. Well, I appreciate the compliment. But it's a weird level, because it's important to be, like, cognizant of, like, what's good and, like, what's bad for you, right? Yeah, it's important to be able to take a step back at times. It's important to be self-aware in how much is too much or something. Because, like, I work a full-time job. I have friends I hang out with. I have things I do, so... And I also stream, like, 20, 25 hours a week. So that's, a lot there. But, like, so it's important to know, you know, what's too much or something. But at the same time, you also have to, like, understand that, you know, the idea that a second LNN. How many people have an LNN? Like, on Maribel Hearn's site, like 300-something different people have recorded LNNs. There's over 1,000, like, completed LNNs, but many players have multiple. But, like, when you're... like, the grind for a task like that, you know, it's no different than, like, a competitive sport, you know? I wonder about that. Because China has its scenes. Although we've also known there's a large amount of... Or, okay, I don't want to say large amount, because, you know, I don't want to group it too much. But there's a number of Chinese players who tried to submit LNNs and stuff, and it turns out, yeah, you just literally submitted an LNN of someone else. We have a video proof of it. But the Maribel Hearn site does include all regions. It's, of course, worth noting. Wow, that was a wiggle. So even if the amount of people that have an LNN might be a little bit higher, I don't know how much higher it is. I doubt it's that much higher. I mean, here's the thing. Realistically as well, there's a number of people that could have an LNN that don't. But not everyone puts their grind into, like, PCB. Some people, like Family Team, like to practice EOSD, which it generally takes a lot more time because it's one of the hardest LNNs on the market. Compared to this, which is probably bottom middle of the difficulty spectrum. Of the compared LNNs across the mainline games. Nice. People who've probably done it probably haven't planned it. I don't know how true that is. I'll agree that there are people who don't. Who have it but don't have it like recorded. But I don't believe 75%. Especially because of how Touhou works with its replays. Like, you also have to look at the fact that, like, the Touhou leaderboards and stuff have a very, very heavy Chinese scene. Like, in terms of scoring and LNN leaderboards. Son of a bitch. Again to this? You know, it's a slow day, but sometimes it is what it is. And sometimes we can do our Alices and get our 5 Alices in a row. Sometimes we just can't beat Alice. But, gotta deal with it. At least Letty is nice, true, but she has killed me today. I think it's more a testament as to me and not the boss, but, you know. Shush. But yeah, at least for the Chinese, because, like, the Chinese scene is very, like... I mean, let's look at the Touhou World Cup. It's like... You know, the American side of things, you get... Or at least, like, the Western side of things, you get, like, you know, 300-400 people watching at a time. But you know, the Chinese side of things, you get 1,000. Over 1,000. I don't know the exact numbers, but... And I'd 100% be willing to believe, because Touhou is not the hardest shmup out there. Like, there is, other popular shmups. You know, Touhou is very popular, don't get me wrong. Like, Touhou's popularity does extend greatly outside of its shmup department, though, which is the big thing that sets it apart. But, you know, you got Dodonpachi, which is just, like, which is just, generally speaking, much harder. And there are people who are good at that game, but don't play Touhou. That would probably, you know, give enough time, which, you know, could also get cleaves for Touhou, but... The point of it wasn't to comment about exactly how many people have LNNs or something, but the point was... The amount of people who are at that level are very small amount of people. Point where it's like, you know, it's like any other, you know, high-level competitive-esque thing. I mean, how many soccer players are getting paid millions of dollars? A lot. I mean, there are a good amount, but, like, you get the idea. You know, if you want to be a top-tier soccer player, you gotta put that time in, you gotta put the investment. You know, the quote I always like to say is, the only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures. It's another Letty. I think one thing that's really helped Touhou is, first of all, Touhou's been around for a while. Like, it's been around for longer than I've been alive. Windows era has been around exactly as long as I've been alive, but... You know, PC 98 existed before that. But one thing that I think has helped Touhou as it's... Well, just as a whole is... Zun's... copyright, or rather lack thereof, generally speaking. I mean, how many other companies... How many other, like, game makers and such allow you to have a game? How many games allow for the existence of... Let's say Touhou Spell Bubble. That's one. There's many that work. Touhou Spell Bubble is a rhythm game that uses like legit music artists that use like remixes of actual like themes, actual copyrighted themes from Zune that like these bands make money off of, selling songs and albums that are legit just based off of copyrighted Zune work, and those are put into a rhythm game that uses like Touhou by name. It uses all his characters by name. It uses everything, and it makes money. It sells for actual money, and Zune's fine with it. Like, that's the thing. It's like the fact that you have Zune, who's just like, yeah, you'll make things, as long as you don't steal his own assets for your games. Go make your fan-made things. I think that's what really sets Touhou apart. Not just from shmups, but just from anything. It's this general leniency with things. Because, here's the thing. Dude, you try to make a Pokemon fan game? Fuck. 1 month later, you're getting a cease and desist. And I know Nintendo is known for, like, being shitty about that type of thing, but you go that anywhere. You could say that anywhere. Okay, I'm out of water now. Water ball's gone. Like, the fact that there is Touhou everything, that, it's wild. And it's what allows it to thrive so much, even amongst people who never play shmups. Well, let's be honest here, shmups are a very niche category game. And yet the Touhou as a broad is huge, huge. Of course, especially in Japan, but like, especially the fact that Zune lets people, like, make money off of Touhou's stuff they make. That's what's wild, because you have people who make, like, I use Pokemon as an example, who make Pokemon ROM hacks, but, like, you better not for a second try to think about making money off of those. Like, you making them as is already gonna put you in some gray water, but then you try to make money off those, immediately you got people knocking your door. Oh, here's Lost Branch of Legend. Here's a game for 20. I don't remember how much that game costs. It's like 20, 25 bucks. But here's a game. Here's 25 bucks. Oh yeah. Zune has nothing to do with the game, but he doesn't do a thing about it. Holy moly, I did it. That's crazy. But come on, two of my favorite games of all time are, like, fan-made games. Missy's Izakaya, Labyrinth of Touhou 1. He's been giving me some bad non-twos today. I'll point that out. I think it might be my fault. I might be baiting her badly. But I also just might be getting unlucky. little close at times there, but getting through non-1 is like her second most varied attack, so it's always just good to get through, even if it's not usually too bad. Uh-oh, this might be a very late kill. It was a very late kill, but... that attack's a bit easier than it looks because each wave is consistent. What angle it's at is inconsistent, so there is a bit of variability, but... can you not give me these weird-ass spreads, Alice? A little bit of a late kill, but safe kill. Give me one of the more awkward versions of that dodge, but I still did it. Come on, Alice. Hodai, 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 hodai. Nice! 2. Old Touhou flash animations. Which ones in particular? I would be surprised if I know what you're talking about, but... oh, yeah, like iOSYS and their goats. Mercer stole the, I mean, that's why I say Hodai, 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 Hodai. That's, Mercer stole the precious thing. The song I always talk about, you know, would be pretty good if it wasn't for the fact that, like, at the end of that song is just blowing your ears out. Because loud noise is funny. Very well acquainted with Touhou music. In fact, the Katsuki Records, I have basically every single album I bought basically every single album they've ever released. There's a couple of miscellaneous old singles I don't have, but otherwise, I have everything, or I have a couple albums pre-ordered right now. Speaking of iOSYS, you got the beauties like Chirino's Perfect Math Class. Listen digitally. I mean, yeah, not everyone's a collector. There are many Touhou bands I listen to, but Katsuki Records is my favorite, and I've gone on my way to gather all of them. Okay, 2 pretty tame Lily Whites in a row. Gotta love it. To be fair, there was a bit of an awkward one, but awkward dodge there, but I at least was able to see it properly. What I said before about going too fast. Nice. This dude ain't free. But he's not that bad, otherwise. You know, Liz texting her like, yeah. Well, the problem is because she's split into 2 different parts, right? Because, like, the first part, like, because, like, she goes, like, 1, 2, 1, 2, kind of how she works. And the 1s are fine. Like, that's just aimed at you, you bait the attack, and you jump to the side, as you saw. Then she does the crossing red and blue bullets, and that's just random. And, like... That's why Lily White is a bit scary in terms of the LNN stuff. Just like sometimes she can pitch down your throat. Okay, time for the Cringe River Sisters. I still stand by this fight might be the hardest in the game. Debatable. Yeah, that's a very low early move I had to do. Bait the elbows high? Okay. Okay, it was low, but I played around it. Now the attack of nightmares. Son of a bitch! Ah, oh, come on. Didn't even get to the hard part. Or the harder part, I should say. I might double die here. Yeah, I got through that. Shame. Yeah, I mean, most runs are going to die to the Prison Rivers. Lunacenon 2, or their final is going to kill you, because that's how the game works. That's fine, like I said, we just gotta keep getting here consistently. Not Saki. Well, here's the thing I hate to break to people. As much as I've had a number of people talk about how bad the Merlin is, the reality is that Lunasa is regarded as definitely the hardest of the 3. Like, when you play Sakuya, you fight Merlin. I know that Merlin is difficult, don't get me wrong. But there's a reason why Lunacenon 2 is at least voted by LNN players to being the 3rd hardest attack in the game. Or 3rd hardest part in the game, I should say. Because spam is the hardest part, but that's not really an attack. As much as it is vomit. So ultimately, at the end of the day, as cringe as Merlin is, she is fairly cheesable. If you... oh, gosh. If you know how to set that up. Don't worry, you're not the first person to come in here and talk about the Prism River Sister balance. I mean, why is Lyrica so much easier than the others? I mean, Merlin sucks casually, too, don't get me wrong. Oh, yeah. I got myself too much to the middle there. Oh, well. When it comes down to the last set of nons and spells, where you get to kind of pick who you fight against, you know, Wives, Lyrica, just get absolutely free. I mean, to be fair, it's not like the others on their last half of attacks is that difficult, but it's just their openers. That's where the real variation comes from. Oh, they talk about weird balancing. Let's talk about Yomu. Yomu's so weird. Because it's like, so many of her attacks are like, oh, this is relatively free or cheesable and free. And then you have Hellgott Sword, which is like the second hardest part of the entire game. Hate couple crisscrossing balls. Don't worry, just bait them the other direction. Be kind to me, Bretta. Ooh, nice opening here. Hey, Bretta was kind today. This part looks bad, but it's consistent every time. Okay, Yomunon 1 is generally not a problem. As long as you bait it properly. Depending on how vertical she goes, this attack can get a little... the sussy Baka Desu. Well, you can kill before you have to... but you can usually kill before you have to do any real dodges. Now this attack is where pain just incarnate can happen. Oh, I almost had that move back to the right. Just dodge it, you're right. Should have thought about it. So we'll perfect the rest of the game for 3 minutes, surely. Whatever, my 3 misses are to Linasanon 2, Prism River Final, and Hellgott Sword. Also known as the second, third, and fourth hardest parts of the game. I don't like this clumpage here. What the hell are you doing here, girl? Yuko's got nothing on me. I mean, she's got nothing on Yomu and Prismers, that's for sure. Okay. She's a very long fight, and there's a lot that can go wrong. But she's relatively not. No, she's... Comparatively, she's not ass. Although spam is ass. Also, never underestimate Yomu Final. Where are my angles? Ooh, I almost went too vertical there. Nice. That's pretty tame. She didn't do anything super disgusting. There was that almost there on that second to last wave, but I read it. Yeah. I mean, Yomu Final isn't too bad, but it can be bad. It's definitely not like, oh, this is very difficult, but it's just bad enough where you always have to focus. Okay, speaking of, oh, close. I got kind of lucky in the middle there too. Oh well, that's just what spam does. You can never cry in a spam death because it's spam. It does make this kill longer, but that kill doesn't matter. Hardest attack in the entire game right here. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I literally died to this like 2 days ago. But not this time. What am I at? Formus right now? You have to know the positionings, because it's the attack, at least on Lunatic. I don't know what it looks like on other difficulties, don't quote me. But the attack on Lunatic, every wave is static, so you just learn the spots where you can stand still, and there's really consistent lineups for it. You look at where it says enemy in the bottom. The first wave, you sit on the N. Second wave, you sit on the N as well. Third wave, you go to the E in the middle. And then the fourth wave, which is Reimu A exclusive, the other characters kill her fast enough. You go to between the M and the Y. A little closer to the M, but like not in the dead center of the M. Again, that's just for Lunatic, though. I think the other difficulties have their own lineups. I love Yuko's theme so much. I love Touhou music, and I also really love PCB music. But Yuko's theme is so good. I'm gonna argue it's a perfect cherry on top. Okay. There's a little bit of an awkward cutback, but we got the cutback nonetheless. That's another attack, by the way. If you're playing as a different character, you don't have to cut back there. But Rainbow A doesn't have the damage, so she has to make the cutback. That attack is consistent. This attack is consistent. I mean, it's a little tight and I mess it up sometimes because the exact positioning's annoying. Okay, stay over here, avoid these knives coming from the left, and then wait a hot minute, and then we go back to the middle, kind of with the knives that push us there, and then she dies. So you get pushed to the middle, and then she's dead. Butterfly Delusion, again, scary looking, but it's consistent. That's a lot of you, Yuko. In terms of actual, like, super difficulty, it's really just her last two attacks. Not that this can't kill you. They're 0% stressful. They are, unless you're playing them, like, on a PB run or something. Like, when I was on LNN pace for the first time, you call this not stressful? Oh boy, you're pissing your pants over there. Repository of Grays, again, consistent. Wonder what the layering is going to be. Hey, top layering instead. Okay, now the actual two difficult attacks. It's not like this attack is, like, the hardest in the game, it's just, compared to everything else, it is, that Yuko has, it is notably scary. These little rice bullets act on their own will. Her movement and the butterfly bullets is generally very static. Like, you can bait them. Like, they're all aimed, broadly speaking. But the rice bullets are pure random. So they can do some vomit. And don't underestimate RB, because it's the final attack in the game, and, you can die to it. There's a bit of randomness to this one. You have to predict ahead. Or I'd say, it's not predict ahead, but you have to look ahead. Oh, I broke at the end. Damn it. We're 100% Liz Light. Good question. Oh, no. I was almost a forward miss. But I'll take it. That's bad. That was an ugly looking last wave. I could have gone around it differently, but... Ending blocker. I know. Oh no, a 5 miss run. Wah. 148 on the day. realistically, I should just call it for the day on TCB, but maybe I'll try like one more. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Yeah, no. I know it says 4 miss, but there was a border break, so that counts as a miss. Here's the other thing. I shouldn't go from playing a shmup to playing a different shmup. I need a break from playing a shmup. I can't go play a different one. Cute one though. Listen, I hate to break it, but like I haven't succumbed to playing non-mainline Touhou ones before. I don't know if you're gonna be the one to change my mind on that. Like I said, it's not like I dislike the idea of them or never want to play them. It's just that I want to beat my Touhou games first. You know, one at a time, right? Plus, after this run, I want to play Lost Branch. Played like 40 of them. Yeah, there are certainly quite a lot. Trust me, I hear about them all the time. Or at least a lot of them, the bigger ones. I engage, outside of stream, I engage in the lunatic Touhou community. I know the, I've heard the fangs before. Enjoy all aspects of it. Well, hold up. Do you enjoy dying to Danmaku a bunch? You know. Part of the experience. It is. It's true. You gotta be careful because some people will call you a masochist for it. You know, some of my favorite attacks in Touhou are some of the hardest ones, and I get some people on my ass for that. I love Okina's Spring Final. Come on, Jen, give me one more for the day. Come on. a very tame mid-spell, gotta love it. Oh, Jenner. You know, the one nice thing about that last run, now that I think about it more too, is there wasn't really any stupid deaths. I died to the 4 hardest attacks in the game, and a bad RB rate. Which is by no means free, so you know what? It's solid. There's no stupid law of mortality death or something to ruin it. Now, it would be cool to cap some of those difficult things. But sometimes you can't get everything. Here, take it step by step, you know? One more Team Touhou, come on. Nope. Ah, she was doing some really stupid movements there. Oh well. I'll take my 2 runs past Alice and a 5 miss.